Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Sharing the Scoop. And today I have with me is very interesting guest, Ishita Grover. So hi Ishita, how are you?
Hello, sir. I'm good. How are you? Hope things are fine there.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you are safe and fine too.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Ishita, can you please introduce yourself for our viewers?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Ishita Grover, and I did my graduation from Narsi Munji College. I did my bachelor's in financial markets. After my graduation, it was during my second year that I decided that I have to go for MBA. And that's when I joined the coaching and then started preparing for it. And after my graduation, I did my MBA in finance, that is PGDM in finance from NL Dalmia Institute. During my MBA, I did my internship in CRISIL for 2 months, summer internship. And that's when I got the PPO from there. And currently, I'm working in CRISIL. So, yeah, that's
Superb,
it.
superb. Amazing. So PPO and then the final offer as well.
Yeah.
Great. And so, Ishita, you said that you started preparing. You thought of that you need to do your MBA in the second year itself. So, what were the challenges that you faced while preparation? Because you might have had your college and simultaneously you were
Yeah.
preparing. And how you
So,
used to manage your studies then?
So initially, what happened is that I had this thing in my mind that I have to do an MBA, and that too without a break. So that is why I started my preparations a bit early, like in second year. Obviously, in the starting, I was very clueless because as it looks like very much, as it looks that it's so easy, it's very convenient, but it's actually not because it requires a lot of hard work, effort, and time. So obviously, with college, it was a bit difficult for me. So for the backup, I thought that in the initial phase, I was very confused and I thought that I could not do it. So for the backup in the third year, I sat for the placements also. But then I had this thing that I can't take a gap. I have to do it. And then obviously you, Dhaval sir, Ashma ma'am, everybody was there to guide me. So then I decided that MBA is also about strategy. So sometimes you have to put in hard work, but also strategy and time management. That is important. So third year, I became a bit more serious that I have to because it was the final call that I have to take. That if I'll do it now. Otherwise, I don't want to take a break. So a bit tough, but then I managed somehow with my studies to do it. And then I gave CET and then got into NL Dalmia.
Okay. So, what are the other exams that you had written apart from CET?
I gave CAT and I gave NMAT, but NMAT and CAT I could not, get into some good colleges because I wanted a very like good college for that perspective. And NMAT I just could not score it because with the 2-3 marks I could not score it, so that was not there. And but then CT was the last resort. So obviously I thought that now that in CAT if I'm not getting a top B schools or top colleges, it's better to go for CT. That is the only last resort I have. So I prepared very hard for CET and then got into NLDAL.
Okay. And this call of yours, NL Dalmia, you said it's a PGDM call, so you would have
Yeah,
had the GDPI process as well.
yes.
And apart from that, was there any other college that you had got calls from?
Yeah, I got call from Wellinger. I got call from Dalmia, and after Dalmia, I did not even wanted to get into any other. Dalmia was my last resort. So the GDPI was good. Like it was. So what they see is sometimes what happens is that we feel that in GD we have to just speak up, but it's not always like that. It is like how relevant you are, how proper points you are putting up, and how you are putting up your points. Sometimes you have to think of everything. You cannot be rude to the other person. You cannot cut the other person. That is sometimes we just neglect it. Ki, nahi, I have to put my point. I have to be in the limelight. But that is not always the case, and that's what I think they were expecting from us. My topic was something on cultural diversity, so they don't give a very very hard topic. Is not, they're very generalized topic, so everybody can stay on that topic. Everybody can have their opinion, but the most important thing is how much relevant points you're putting and how you put up your point. Like, are you polite to the other person? Are you actually coordinating in the group? Or are you just putting up your point just for the sake of saying it? So all these things matter a lot. So that I think plays a major role in
Basic
GDP.
mannerism is basically
That
a key. Okay, okay. And if you want to, compare Wellington's GDPR process with Dalmia's GDPR process, since you converted Dalmia,
yeah.
is there
So
anything different in that?
So the only difference in Wellinkers and Dalmia is the GDPR process was almost the same, but in PI, in Wellinkers they expect you should be clear as to what specialization you want because they have a lot of specialization. So that's when there is a difference. That in Wellinkers and in Dalmia we just have three. That's finance, marketing, and HR. But in Wellinkers there are a lot of specialization. So if you're opting for any other specialization, that's when in the interview they want that why you want to opt for that. You have to be very clear in your mind. So that is, I think, there is a difference in the interview that they expect you to be, be prepared as to what you want because since they have a lot of options there. But in Dalmia, you don't have a lot of options. So you have like three options. That's when you can be confident that I want this or I want that. But in Wellinkers, it's something where you have to choose by your own self. So yeah.
True, true, true. Okay, okay. And you also mentioned in your introduction that you got a placement from CRISIL and then eventually converted to PPO as well. So what was that experience in your first year of MBA, and what was the work was like?
Yeah, so MBA overall, if you talk about my first year, it's actually very different because how we study in graduation colleges is something very different. But in B schools, it's like they brush up your skills. They focus on how you can be, more practical, more theoretical in your stream, in your particular domain. That is very important. So in the first year, they taught us the rigorous course was there 8 to 9 hours of college, everything. And then after that, a lot of assignments and everything. But it was a lot of good learning. And when I sat for this internship period interviews, when I sat for the internship interview, that's when I got to realize that they actually look for your skills. They actually look for how much you are prepared, how much you have done in your first year, what you have grasped in that first year. And in my internship, the overall experience was very good. It was like whatever I had learned in my first year, it was all theoretical. But in my internship, I got the practical exposure to that how actually things work in the market, how actually things work in finance domain. So quite a good experience, hectic, but that's what company expects that you should be ready to work. And I think learning is very important. And through CRISIL, I had a lot of learning, a lot of experience about practical domain about how finance works and what things we have seen in the theoretical aspect in college. That's exactly what is portrayed in the practical way in the company. So that is a good learning there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And can you tell us something more about Anil Dalmia, like some insights which only a student can tell us, and then from outside we would not come to know.
So I personally feel that initially people have this thing in their mind that Dalmia is a little bit lower compared to the other colleges. Like if you compare Wellinkers or, but I personally feel that it depends on a person to person. Like if you are good, like if you actually want to brush up your skills, if you actually are good or ready to take up learning skills, MBA colleges are something which can brush up your skills and are ready to if you are taking up the initiative they will give you everything on the platter to take up. So I think from Dalmia I had a lot of learning in my first year, even the Bloomberg terminals, everything, working on the Bloombergs or working over my projects. It's something very what we can say, like a lot of learning and experience from my college. And one more thing that I would like to add on here is that people have this perception that if you have a work-ex, there you add the brownie points. But I personally feel that in my case, it's not true because I have seen that in MBA colleges, people are from different domains. Like some have work-ex, some are from engineering background, some are from commerce background. But what matters is at the time of placement, what the interviewer will see or what they are expecting from you is that how much prepared you are based on your domain. What have you learned in the entire 2 years or 1 year span of your college of MBA? How you take up that skill. So that is where that matters, and not like if you have a work-ex or you don't have a work-ex, that actually doesn't matter. So it doesn't give you any brownie points. If you have skills, you can get into a good placement or good company that is there.
True. Each thing has its own, pluses and minuses. It works sometimes, it doesn't work sometimes. You gotta take your chances, basically.
Yes.
Okay. So Ishita, before we wind this up, is there any pro tip for the students who are preparing for this year, since already done the entire process, gone through it, and now working for such a prestigious company like CRISIL?
So, honestly, I am no one to give such advice because you are there, Ashma is there, everybody is there to guide the students. But yeah, just one suggestion or tip that I would like to say is that MBA is not only about the entrances that we give, it's not only about the hard work, but also about the strategy, about the time management. Sometimes what happens is when we go and give the exam, we have prepared very well. But what happens that on the day of the exam, if we are stuck on one question, we feel that, Array, this is very easy, I have to do it, I know this question. And based on that ego ka thing that comes up now, I have to do this question, you miss out in the other two or three questions. So that should not happen. So I personally feel that it's more about the strategy, like, and time management. Like everybody says that CT is very easy and बहुत अच्छे से हो जाएगा. But CT maybe if you see, it is about time management. It is about strategy. Like there are certain times that you have a question and you know the answer of the, you know how to do it, but because on the day of exam, because of the pressure, you are stuck on that question, and then what happens is the student feels ki, Arey, no, I can do this question, I have to do this question, I have done that in my preparation time. So there, in order to solve that one question, you miss out on the other three questions, and that is where that students lose out the mark. So that should not happen. You should always think about strategy and time management along with the hard work. So that is important.
Amazing. So Ishita, thank you so much for your time, and all the very best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.